Over 6 decades since its release, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho remains a significant cultural force, shaping the horror genre and influencing creators across film and television. Starring Anthony Perkins, Janet Leigh, Vera Miles, John Gavin, and Martin Balsam, the film narrates the chilling tale of Marion Crane, a fugitive embezzler, her fateful encounter with the reclusive motel owner Norman Bates, and the subsequent search for her by her lover and sister, unveiling a series of dark secrets. When Psycho was released in 1960, it was met with mixed reactions from critics. The film's daring narrative and the shocking twist of the main character's early demise were bold choices that divided opinion. However, over time, the initial skepticism gave way to widespread acclaim. The film's innovative techniques, such as the unprecedented use of music, editing, and camera angles, were recognized as groundbreaking. Alfred Hitchcock's meticulous direction and the performances, especially that of Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates, were later praised for their depth and psychological complexity. The movie's influence extended beyond the horror genre, impacting the way stories could be told on screen. Its contribution to cinema was eventually acknowledged, and Psycho came to be regarded as one of Hitchcock's most significant works, with its ability to elicit strong emotional responses from the audience and its lasting effect on the thriller genre. The 1960 film Psycho draws its inspiration from a novel by Robert Bloch, which in turn was influenced by the heinous acts of Ed Gein, a serial killer from Wisconsin. Gein's criminal activities during the 1950s shocked the nation and prompted Bloch to pen a story that captured the horror of Gein's actions. This novel served as the foundation for Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, a film that has become a staple in the thriller genre. The movie's portrayal of the disturbed Norman Bates, whose character was shaped by the gruesome reality of Gein's life, offers a chilling glimpse into the mind of a murderer and the terrifying facade of normalcy that can mask such darkness. Psycho remains a significant work in cinematic history, demonstrating the profound effect that real-life events can have on the arts and storytelling. In the early stages of the film adaptation of his novel, writer Robert Bloch agreed to sell the rights for a modest sum. Residing in proximity to the crimes of Ed Gein, which partly inspired his novel, Bloch accepted an offer of $5,000 for the film rights. This transaction allowed for the creation of what would become a seminal work in the thriller genre, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. The film Psycho went on to achieve critical acclaim and financial success, yet Bloch's initial compensation remained relatively low considering the impact and enduring popularity of the film. Alfred Hitchcock's approach to maintaining the suspense of Psycho was unique and extreme. He went to great lengths to keep the plot secret from the public before the film's release. His strategy included purchasing as many copies of Robert Bloch's novel, which the movie is based on, as possible. This move was intended to prevent anyone from reading the book and discovering the twist ending ahead of the movie's premiere. Hitchcock's dedication to secrecy extended to the production process as well, where he implemented strict measures to ensure that the details of the plot were not leaked, contributing to the film's success and its lasting legacy as a pioneer in the psychological thriller genre. In the production of the 1960 film Psycho, director Alfred Hitchcock employed a strategy to control the narrative presented to the public. He deliberately provided false information about the plot to media representatives. This approach was uncommon for its time, as filmmakers typically did not engage in such direct manipulation of press coverage. Hitchcock's intention was to preserve the suspense and surprise of the film's storyline, ensuring that audiences would experience the full effect of the thriller's twists and turns without any prior knowledge. The success of this tactic contributed to Psycho's lasting influence on the thriller genre and its status as a classic film. Hitchcock's manipulation of the press is a notable example of a director taking an active role in shaping the public's expectations and experience of a film. The shower scene in the 1960 film Psycho stands as one of the most significant moments in cinematic history. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock, this scene is a masterclass in editing and suspense. Over 70 camera cuts are used within a span of 45 seconds to portray the murder of Marion Crane, played by Janet Leigh, by the mysterious figure who invades her motel bathroom. Despite the rapid editing and close-up shots, the actual violence is never fully depicted. The sequence's power lies in its ability to suggest horror without explicit visuals, leaving much to the audience's imagination. A combination of visual storytelling, Bernard Herrmann's screeching score, and the stark black and white film creates a sense of terror that has influenced countless films since. This scene's construction is a testament to Hitchcock's skill in using film language to evoke strong emotional responses from viewers without showing the graphic details of the act. It remains a pivotal moment in Psycho, a film that altered the thriller genre forever. In the groundbreaking 1960 film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, one of the most memorable scenes is the shower sequence where the protagonist, Marion Crane, is brutally attacked. To create a realistic effect for the blood scene on screen, the production team experimented with various substances. Given that the film was shot in black and white, the visual impact of the blood was paramount. After testing different options, they found that chocolate syrup had the most convincing appearance on camera. The syrup's viscosity and opacity allowed it to flow and spatter in a manner similar to real blood, making it an ideal choice for the high-contrast monochromatic film. This choice was a testament to the ingenuity of the filmmakers in using everyday items to achieve a striking visual effect that would contribute to one of the most shocking and effective moments in cinematic history. In the groundbreaking 1960 film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, one of the most notable scenes is the shower scene featuring actress Janet Leigh. Despite widespread rumors, Leigh clarified that Hitchcock was considerate during the filming of this intense scene. To ensure her comfort, he made sure that the water used was warm. This attention to detail and care for the actor's well-being contrasts sharply with the chilling nature of the scene, which has become one of the most famous in cinema history. The director's commitment to Leigh's comfort highlights his professionalism and the respectful atmosphere on set, even while creating a film that delves into the darker aspects of human psychology. In the 1960 film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, sound effects played a pivotal role in heightening the suspense and horror, particularly during the infamous shower scene. The sound of the knife-penetrating flesh was not actually recorded using human or animal tissue. Instead, Hitchcock experimented with various melons to replicate the disturbing effect. He ultimately found that the cassava melon produced the most convincing sound, closely resembling the gruesome act of stabbing. This meticulous attention to auditory detail contributed significantly to the scene's realism and the audience's visceral reaction, making it one of the most memorable moments in cinematic history. The choice of sound effect was crucial in conveying the violence of the act without showing graphic visuals, thus adhering to the film industry's production code of the time. Psycho's shower scene remains a testament to Hitchcock's innovative approach to filmmaking, where sound was used effectively to suggest more than what was visible on screen, leaving much to the imagination and creating a lasting psychological impact. In the classic 1960 film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, an unexpected contributor to the movie's memorable props was Jerry Mathers, best known for his role as Theodore Beaver Cleaver on the television sitcom Leave It to Beaver. Mathers has stated that he assisted in creating the prop for the mummified Mistress Bates, which played a pivotal role in the film's chilling narrative. The prop, which represented the preserved corpse of Norman Bates' mother, was essential to one of the movie's most shocking reveals, where the true nature of Bates' relationship with his mother is unveiled. Mathers' involvement in the making of this prop adds a fascinating layer to the behind-the-scenes stories of Psycho, showcasing the collaborative effort that goes into filmmaking, often involving talents from various backgrounds and disciplines. His claim highlights the unexpected connections and contributions that can arise during the production of a film, especially one that has left such a lasting impression on the thriller genre. In the groundbreaking 1960 film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, an unprecedented level of secrecy surrounded the production. From the very first day on set, every member of the cast and crew was required to commit to a strict oath of confidentiality regarding the film's plot. This pledge was not a mere formality, but a critical element of Hitchcock's strategy to preserve the suspense and shocking twists of the story, ensuring that audiences would experience the full effect of the narrative's unexpected developments. The enforcement of this oath was so stringent that it extended to all aspects of the filmmaking process, creating an atmosphere of mystery that even permeated the marketing and release of the movie, contributing to its enduring status as a classic of the thriller genre. In the 1960 film Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, the character Marion Crane undergoes a significant transformation that is subtly reflected through her wardrobe choices. Initially, Marion is seen wearing light-colored clothes, predominantly white, which are often associated with purity and innocence. This visual representation aligns with her character's introduction as a respectable secretary. However, after she succumbs to temptation and embezzles money, her wardrobe undergoes a noticeable change. As Marion's ethical judgment becomes clouded and she descends into a state of moral ambiguity, her clothing shifts to darker shades, culminating in black. This transition not only mirrors her internal turmoil, but also serves as a foreshadowing device for the dark events that follow. The stark contrast between the white and black attire effectively communicates her journey from innocence to guilt, making the wardrobe an essential narrative tool in Psycho. It is a subtle yet powerful method of storytelling that uses visual cues to enhance the psychological depth of the character and the overall narrative tension. In the 1960 film Psycho, the shower scene stands as one of the most challenging sequences due to its technical and performance demands. Janet Leigh, who portrayed Marion Crane, faced the task of convincingly portraying a lifeless body after her character is murdered. The scene required her to lie motionless with eyes open, not blinking, to maintain the illusion of being deceased. This was particularly difficult given the direct water spray from the shower, which naturally induces blinking. The scene's filming was an arduous process, taking 7 days to complete, with the added pressure of capturing the perfect shot without the benefit of digital effects or post-production fixes available in modern filmmaking. Leigh's ability to deliver such a performance under these conditions showcases her dedication and skill as an actress, contributing to the enduring shock and horror of the scene. The meticulous attention to detail by both Leigh and director Alfred Hitchcock resulted in a moment that remains etched in cinematic history. In the pivotal shower scene of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, Janet Leigh exhibited exceptional professionalism. Faced with a wardrobe malfunction, where her modesty garment failed, Leigh remained undeterred. She continued filming the scene, demonstrating her commitment to the craft and the film's success. Her decision to prioritize the scene's integrity over personal comfort highlights her dedication and professionalism. This moment not only reflects Leigh's work ethic, but also underscores the demands placed on actors within the film industry, where the art of storytelling often takes precedence over individual challenges. Leigh's choice contributed significantly to the effectiveness of one of the most memorable scenes in cinematic history.